Malaysia has 1,975 active ambulances out on the road today, and 90% of which are over 6 years old. When one of these vehicles hit a flooded road, a pothole, or blows a tire mid journey, it's not just a mechanical inconvenience. That's a delayed patient, that's a missed response time target, and that is a life. This problem is flagged in Malaysia's own Auditor General reports. It's real, it's funded, and right now, nobody is solving it for government fleets. And so, here's our solution.
Okay, so our solution is SmartLift. It is an AI-powered adaptive suspension retrofit. We replace standard shock absorbers with independently controlled hydraulic actuators governed by an offline edge AI unit that processes height, pressure, camera, and LiDAR data in milliseconds. So let's go to the next slide. By using SmartLiftSystem, this enables three critical modes, which is the first one is flood mode that detects rising water and instantly lifts the undercarriage clear of damage. Secondly is pothole mode, which uses forward-facing cameras to spot hazards ahead, pre-adjusting suspension before impact. And for the last mode, which is tire failure mode, it senses a sudden drop in one corner, redistributes load across the other three wheels, and keeps the vehicle stable to reach a safe stop. All of this run offline. Because of ambulance in a flood zone cannot depend on network coverage. A cloud dashboard then gives fleet operators live status, predictive alerts, and off-road conditioning mapping.
My name is Ame, and I'm the Chief Technology Officer for SmartLift, and I'll be showing you how our products work.
To demonstrate how SmartLift works, we developed a simulation prototype that represents the behavior of the actual system. I will now drive through each zone to show how SmartLift automatically responds to different road conditions. We start in the normal zone, where the system maintains their standard ride height for normal driving conditions. Entering the pothole zone, or the rough road, the Edge AI detects a road irregularity ahead and activates the pothole alert mode, adjusting the suspension before impact to improve ride comforts. Next, in the flood zone, when the flood level exceeds the 15 centimeter threshold, SmartLift activates flood mode and raises the suspension by up to 150 millimeters to increase ground clearance. And finally, in the block wheel zone, the system activates emergency three-wheel mode to maintain vehicle stability. All suspension decisions are displayed on the control panel and synchronized with the fleet dashboard, as well as the system log, allowing real-time monitoring and predictive maintenance.
Moving on to our market, we are going for a business to government model. We are targeting the Ministry of Health ambulance fleet, Bomba 647 utility and fire rescue vehicles, and municipal bus operators with a clear path to expand into Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, Philippines, and Singapore, where the same flooding and road conditions exist. Revenue is layered, not one-off. Hardware sale and installation around 40,000 to 45,000 ringgit per vehicle, against an all-in cost of roughly 33,000 to 34,000 ringgit, plus a recurring fleet dashboard subscription, maintains contracts and future data analytics. One retrofit sale becomes a long-term service relationship.
Now let's talk about the competition. Honestly, there isn't much. BYD's DiceSP Ultra does prove that this technology works. However, it is built for premium consumer vehicles like the Denza B5 and Denza B8, which is not retrofittable and definitely not priced or engineered for government fleets. This is exactly the gap that SmartLift fills. We're not competing with automakers. We are serving a segment that they have no reason to touch.
So far, as a team of four, we have worked through the engineering design, built a bottom-up cost model validated against Malaysian component pricing, done a full competitive analysis, and built this working interactive prototype to test our core logic. Looking ahead, our roadmap is to move from this proof of concept toward a certified working prototype and eventually a small pilot fleet of 12 to 15 vehicles, which we estimate could generate around 500,000 ringgit in combined hardware and service revenue in its first year of deployment.
Every year, aging government vehicles go through floods and broken roads because replacing them isn't in the budget. SmartLift makes replacement unnecessary. We are SmartLift, keeping emergency vehicles moving when it matters most.